Namaskaram. This problem is from number system chapter based on remainder theorem. We have solved similar problem. The link to that is given below in the description or comment section. Before you watch this problem, I request you to kindly go through that video. I have clearly explained how to solve these kind of problems in that video. So please go through it. Now, if two numbers are each divided by the same divisor, the remainders are respectively 3 and 5. If the sum of the two numbers be divided by the same divisor, the remainder is 2. The divisor is two numbers. We don't know them. I am assuming them as n1, n2. Okay, number 1, number 2. Divided by the same divisor. Divisor also we don't know. So, same divisor. Okay, I am assuming it as small d. Now, when the first number divided by this divisor, remainder is 3. Okay, from remainder theorem, n1 is equal divisor into quotient q1. For n1, the quotient will be q1. We don't know that, just assuming, and the remainder is 3. Now, when n2 divided by the same divisor, the remainder is 5. n2, same divisor. In this case, quotient will be different, my friends, because both these numbers are different, okay, and our remainder is 5. See, two different numbers cannot be having same quotient when divided by the same divisor, my friends, okay. It's a divisor same, whereas quotient is different, okay. That's why q1 and q2. And since these two numbers are different, when they are divided by the same divisor, remainders will be different, my friends, okay, because they are two different numbers. Now here it is given that sum of the two numbers. Let's add these two numbers, n1 plus n2 is equal d into q1 plus d into q2 plus 3 plus 5. Now it is said here that they are divided by the same divisor, that is d. So let's bring that d, okay, d into q format, okay, d into q plus r format. So d into q1 plus q2 plus, here the remainder is 2. So I am having 2. Now what is left here? 8 minus 2. 6 is remaining. 6 is left. Now see, sum of the two numbers divided by the same divisor. You are having the remainder 2. But what about this number? This number you have to write it as d into something. Okay, d into some quotient, then only you can take d outside. Okay, d into q1 plus q2 plus q3. Okay, now it is divided by the same divisor and the remainder is 2. Clear, right? Now let's write this 6 into multiplication of product of two numbers. Okay, that would be 1 into 6. This is one possibility. Now d can be 1 or d can be 6. If d is 1, if divisor is 1, what would be the remainders? Remainders will be 0, my friends, because 1 divides everything. Here you wouldn't be having 3, here you wouldn't be having 5, here wouldn't be having 2. So d cannot be 1. So there is a possibility d can be 6. This is one possibility. Now is there any way you can write 6 into multiple product of two numbers other than this? Yes, we can write it as 2 into 3. Now again we have two possibilities for d. Okay, d can be either 2 or d can be either 3. Let's take d as 2. Now for the divisor d is equal to, can we have the remainders 3 and 5? No, my friends. The possible values of remainders for the divisor d is equal to are 0, 1. You cannot be having the remainder greater than divisor, my friends. Okay, greater than 2. You cannot be having 2 also, because 2 divided by 2, the remainder will be 0. So if d is equal to, these are the possible remainders, but here we are having 3 and 5. So d is not 2, my friends. Similarly, d cannot be 3 also, because you are having remainder greater than 3 and you are having remainder 3. 3 divides 3, my friends. So here remainder will be 0. So divisor cannot be 3 also. So the only possibility we are having for the divisor d is 6, my friends. So our answer is none of these. Such an interesting problem, my friends. If you have gone through remainder theorem, then you wouldn't be having any confusion. We are adding both the numbers, and in this case the remainder is 2. So we have taken 2 outside. What is remaining? What is left? 6 is left. Now here d is outside. Here also we need to have d, so that we can write d into q plus r. R is there. Okay, we need to bring d outside. For this, okay, we have written 6 into product of two numbers. 1 into 6 is one possibility. Now D cannot be 1 because it divides everything. What is the maximum value of remainder you can have for divisor D is equal to 1? That's 0, my friends. But here we are having 3, 5, 2. So D cannot be 1. Now check, if D can be 6, what are the possible remainders for divisor D is equal to 6? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Not more than 5. Here we have remainder 3, here we have remainder 5, here we have remainder 2. Yes, 6 can be a possible divisor. Now you can also write this 6 as 2 into 3. If D is equal to, what are the possible remainders? 0 and 1. But here we are having 2, 3, 5. So D cannot be 2. If D is equal to 3, what are the possible remainders? 0, 1, 2. But here we are having 3 and 5. So D cannot be 3 also. So there is only one possibility for D, my friends, that's 6. So our answer is none of these. I hope this is clear. Thank you.